Hey there guys, Parmis Reviews here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Studio Series 13 Decepticon Megatron. Now, I did tease this figure back in my last video, and if you haven't checked out my last video, please be sure to check it out, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and make sure to turn on post notifications so that way you guys don't miss a single upload. Now, when this figure came out, it was actually really freaking good, as in this was one of the best Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Megatron figures we have ever gotten. And it was truly amazing, and is basically everything you've ever wanted in a figure. Seeing Megatron in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen was actually one of the scariest moments in my life, as in he looked really scary and I didn't think he would come back, and he did, and he was really menacing. He came in there, did what he needed to do, kill Optimus, and it was really cool. And that movie really made me realize that Megatron is really not meant to be dealt with. Now, taking a closer look at the packaging. Before I actually show you that, let me just say that the UPS people don't know how to they damaged my box, man. But anyway, taking a look at the packaging, you do got that nice Transformers Revenge of the Fallen logo there, a nice image of Megatron there, Studio Series 13 Decepticon Megatron. On the side, you do got that nice image of Megatron. Again, don't know why that is an Autobot logo. On the back, you do have the nice looking figure and his alternate mode in 32 steps. Oh boy, here we go. Anyway, the packaging is misleading, as in the figure. As you can see, there is a lot of shiny gloss here. That's what we're going to talk about soon. Now, taking a closer look at this figure, you can just see the nice detail in the head sculpt. Again, Studio Series has knocked it out the park with their head sculpts. You got that nice red for the eyes, nice goldish bronze for the teeth. He needs to brush his teeth. Anyway, that looks super cool. You do got that nice bronze there. Basically bronze just all over this figure, and it does look really good. But yeah, the detail on this guy actually looks really good, and now you can see why people were calling him the best Revenge of the Fallen Megatron to ever come out when this guy was released. You got that nice bronze there, and the detail is honestly really good. Just the detail. You do got that nice metallic silver for the barrel, and it looks, I mean, not the barrel, but you know what I mean, it does look really good. Just turning him over to the back, he does look really good. And guess what? Again, no backpack. People were surprised with this figure when he actually had no backpack, and that was truly amazing. And yeah, they just did a great job. You do got some nice silver paint there for the thrusters, but yeah, it just looks really good all in all. This figure really did impress me, and jeez, man, I was not expecting this figure to be that good. But yeah, overall, this figure really did impress me and shocked me in a lot of ways, as this guy is really poseable, but we'll get to that soon. Now, this figure did come with no accessory, just that's it. Yeah, but this Megatron doesn't need one, as he is already equipped with one. Taking a look at his right arm here, he is already equipped with his cannon, blaster, plasma weapon. It just looks really good. Like I said, you got that nice metallic silver there, and it does look really good. Now, he does have a finger here. As you can see, he does have a finger that opens and closes, which is pretty good. And here's the best part. Take a look at this thing. This thing looks wicked. It looks so cool, and in hand it does look really sick. Now, this is made out of rubber, so you won't be able to pinch yourself or nothing, so you don't gotta worry about that. But just taking a closer look at the detail work there, it does look really good. And on the other side, it is basically the same thing there. But yeah, all in all, it does look really good, you guys. Basically, this is his accessory right here. It cannot detach, it cannot nothing, it just stays there. So, and if you don't want it, just put it away, and there you go. And I like how it doesn't hinder anything. It doesn't even look like it basically, like, it just hides very well, and they did a great job with that. And honestly, I'm glad he didn't come with an accessory, because I don't really know what accessory he would come with. I just like him like this. I think it looks really cool. Now, there is one problem with this figure, but that's going to be at the very end, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But yeah, all in all, this figure is really cool, and he is tall, as in he stands at about 7.5 inches tall. So yeah, this guy is a really big Voyager class, and I think they got the scaling just right. So for comparison, here is Studio Series Megatron next to my Studio Series 6 Starscream. Now you guys can take a look there. Now I don't have the Revenge of the Fallen copy, because they're basically just the same figure, just repainted. But there you guys go, so that way you guys can see just how cool these two actually look. And yeah, they look really good together. I think Studio Series has done a great job with the detail work and just making them look really screen accurate, and it looks really good. For my next size comparison, here he is next to my Studio Series Blackout. Now, again, Grindor is the same thing, just painted differently. That's it. So they're the same height, same everything, so that way you guys can see just how tall Megatron is. And remember, Blackout is a leader class. So yeah guys, trust me when I say that this Megatron for a Voyager class is really freaking tall. I mean really tall. But yeah, these guys look great together. Studio Series has done, again, another amazing job at the detail work, at making the most screen accurate Transformers that they can. Now, for my next size comparison, I don't have the Revenge of the Fallen Optimus, but these guys are about the same height, so I will bring in the Transformers Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. So there you guys go. But yeah, you guys can see Optimus is again a Voyager class. Megatron is also a Voyager class, and these two look really great together. Even though these guys are from completely different universes, these guys look really great together, and I think they just did an amazing job at creating all these characters. And just the fact that we're even able to have this in 2022 is simply amazing. From what we had back then, it is a major step up, and I'm all for it. I am really all for it. I think they've done a great job. Now, for my last size comparison, here is the Studio Series Transformers Megatron from the first movie. Now, right away, you can see a huge difference. And by huge difference, I mean paint. As in, what in the world is this? Like, the first Megatron, paint-wise, looks simply phenomenal. Revenge of the Fallen Megatron is another story. One thing that is amazing that I've seen so far is that these two honestly are almost the same height. Maybe this Megatron is a little bit more taller, but it's only because this Megatron is like more hunched back. But yeah, just all in all, you guys can see a clear difference, and I think Studio Series has done a great job in general of making these Megatron figures look simply like phenomenal and evil, and it just looks really good. Now, one gripe I do have with this figure is paint. The paint, as in, this Megatron looks really good because of the paint work that they've done on this guy. It looks really phenomenal. As for the Revenge of the Fallen, you can see that there's not a lot of paint. Bringing them up closer so that way you guys can just see, you can see a clear difference that this Megatron looks really simply phenomenal to this one, where it is just great unpainted plastic. And I kind of wish that this Megatron was painted, and that way he would look simply really good. But this is what we got, and this is what we have to deal with. And now for articulation, his head is on a ball joint. He can look up that far, and he can look down that far. His arm can move out, bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, and what in the frick are these? Tentacle fingers can move in and out, just like so. Ugh. Anyway, for his right hand, arm can move out, bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, and that's about it, except for this can extend, of course, and his finger can move in and out. So there you guys go. Now, he doesn't have his leg can move out that far, and it can move back that far. It can go back farther because he has no backpack. He does have a thigh swivel, bend at the knee. What kind of legs are these? Bend at the knee, and he does not have a toe bend, but his toes can move in and out. But that's more for the transformation. And I believe his foot does have an ankle pivot, which is actually really good. But yeah, there you guys go. Posability on this guy is actually not that bad. Even though he doesn't have waist swivel, he doesn't have a toe bend, is actually not that bad. I think I've had such a fun time posing this guy, and it was just really fun, and I actually never had any discouragement about handling this guy because he actually does the poses I want him to do, and that's something that was really cool, and that's something that I didn't expect from this guy at all. But yeah guys, all in all, the robot mode does really look good. Now here's where I'm going to cut it off and show you guys his alternate tank / jet mode, I guess you can say. I'm gonna call it the tank mode because in the movie it is a tank, so yeah, but it can fly, I guess. But here you guys have the tank mode. This looks so cool, man. Studio Series has done again a great job at replicating the Revenge of the Fallen Megatron tank mode. But yeah, all in all, this does look really cool. And yes, that is screen accurate. I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, I'm just going down so that way you guys will be able to see just the detail and the really cool engineering that went into this figure. And honestly, it was really simple. And that did not feel like 32 steps, but oh wow, this thing does look really cool. But yeah, just taking a closer look so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look at that nice detail that went into this figure. It does look really good, and just all in all, I believe they did a fantastic job on this figure. And yes, the back is a mess, but you know what, I will go around that because what are you gonna do? There's just no way. There's no way. But yeah, this thing does look really cool. Now, I don't remember if he did have guns on his tank. I'm not 100% sure. I know he did have the plasma here, which looks really cool. It does go up and down. The turns do go up and down as well. So there you guys have it. It can only go up that far, so don't try to force it because it will break. But it is a plastic, so rubbery plastic. So you guys, I'm not plastic, rubber. I'm sorry. So yeah, there you guys have it. But no, it does look really cool. One more thing I forgot to mention is the head placement. Now, the head placement is legit. It is screen accurate. There's no other way around it. It is screen accurate, as in the movie. You do see it for a brief second, or you can see it in the concept art as well. But this is actually really screen accurate, and I love the detail they went with this because this does look really cool, and I'm glad that they did that. But no, all in all, the tank mode does look really cool. Now, Megatron did decrease in size as he only stands roughly about now 2.5 inches tall, so he did decrease about 5 inches, 4.5, maybe 5 inches. For some size comparisons, here he is next to the Studio Series Megatron, and there you guys have that. Looks pretty cool. Just you can see how small he did shrink. Here you have next to Studio Series Bumblebee Movie Optimus Prime. That way you guys can see that there. Pretty cool. Here you have him next to the Studio Series Starscream. So that way you guys can just see that as well. Looks pretty good. And for my last size comparison, here he is next to the Studio Series Blackout. So that way you guys can see that there. Now, all in all, this figure is really cool, and I think they did a great job with the tank mode. I have no idea how it can fly, but yeah, there you guys go. But yeah, all in all, it does look really good, and I do have to give Studio Series some credit. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say for the tank mode. The tank mode does look really good. I do appreciate them making it the most screen accurate as possible. But there you guys have it. And now, time for my overall review and overall grade of this figure. So one last look on this guy, and there you guys have it. Alright guys, there you have it. There you have the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Studio Series 13 Decepticon Megatron. Now overall, this figure is truly amazing, and I believe the screen accuracy wise it's super clear, and I think they just did a phenomenal job with this figure. And just the detail work on this guy is actually really impressive in hand, and just all in all, this figure never seems to displease me, unless it's one factor, but we're going to talk about that soon. But other than that, I believe Studio Series has done a great job with this figure, so for that I do have to give it a solid 8 out of 10. What? Yes, I said it, 8 out of 10. Now, there are a few gripes with this figure that I do have, and let's talk about it. I don't know what Studio Series was thinking, but I really wish that this figure had some paint. As in the box, as you can see on the box, this figure is shiny. As in, he's super duper shiny on the box, so I'm expecting some maybe light silver and stuff. But no, just gray plastic. That's all we get. Whatever. Now, the second con we are going to talk about are the gaps in this figure. What do I mean by gaps? Well, on the top you see really big gaps here, and that's something I don't like. Now, you're not gonna pose him like this, bro. Okay, I get it. But then we get to the side. Move the arm. That is a huge gap right there. A really huge gap, and there's no better way to clean this up. Maybe to put the turrets down. Maybe no, it can't even. Nope. But yeah, the gaps on this guy are really there, and I just wish they covered that up a lot better. But other than that, those are really two of my biggest gripes. I guess the tiny gripes now are that these pieces come off way too easily, either when you're transforming him or trying to pose him. These pieces here just come off way too easily, and that's something I don't like about this figure. Some of the pieces do tend to pop off, and they are really annoying. But other than those gripes, I feel like this character does a great job at representing Megatron the way he was in the movie. As of right now, Big Bad Toy Store and TF stores are out of stock / not selling this figure, which sucks. But if you guys do want any other Megatron or any other Transformer figure or any figure, I suggest you guys go check out Big Bad Toy Store and TF stores in the description down below. Shoji Store is not selling this figure, but if you guys do want any third-party Megatrons or just any other third-party figures, I suggest you guys go check out Shoji Store in the description down below as well. Now, this guy does come with a DNA upgrade kit, and boy does that DNA upgrade kit look amazing. It basically fixes everything I have problems with this figure, as in the gaps on his sides are now fixed. He does have a replaceable hand, which you can switch out the gun for a hand. He does come with another gun, but with a more screen accurate looking type of gun. And last but not least, he does come with a head sculpt. Damaged metal base. Oh my gosh! But it does look really good. A battle damaged head looks really cool. I don't know if I mentioned the the wings on the tank mode yet, but if I haven't, he does include wings on the tank mode, so that way he can fly like how he did in the movie. But yeah, that upgrade kit looks super good, but I can't seem to find it anywhere. But as soon as I see it, I will put the link in the description down below, so that way you guys can go get a copy for it yourselves. Man, would it make it a 10 out of 10. It would make it magnificent. Now, Studio Series did make an update to this guy's design, as they released another Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, but with just a better paint job overall, and basically battle damage and a battle damaged head sculpt, which that one does look really good. But if you guys just want a regular normal Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, I suggest you guys go get this guy right now. Plus, get the DNA upgrade kit whenever you can, because that would make him a 10 out of 10. But there you guys have it. But that's gonna do it here for me, guys. This has been Primus Reviews. That has been Megatron. Remember to stay calm and keep moving on. So I'll make sure to see you guys on the next one. Oh, my head. Oh, what the? Megatron? You're gonna give me a 10 out of 10 review now? I can't. You have too many flaws. Okay then. Time to die.